Hello, it is I, Will, here to discuss the happenings of WWE Bad Blood. It was a very up and down show, very mixed reviews coming from the show. I'll give you my thoughts here in a second. Uh, Overall, I thought it was an interesting experience to say the least. But I was also watching college football the entire time. So yeah, Saturdays these days during football season is kind of interesting because I'm watching college football, watching the show at the same time, watching my Wolverines lose the damn game. It was kind of annoying. So maybe I wasn't in the best mood during the course of this show, but I don't think that really affected my opinion. Even though my Michigan team did lose, it was okay. That didn't affect my enjoyment of the show. Hopefully my Carolina Panthers win today, but we're not talking about football here because there was a lot of upsets yesterday. It was crazy. A lot of upsets in college football. Thought it was going to be like a boring day of college football. No. Upset after upset. Alabama went down. But anyway, this isn't a football podcast, all right? We're talking about Bad Blood. And it was interesting to say the least, okay? It was a very mixed show, up and down. People are complaining. They're complaining about Raquel Rodriguez. They're complaining about the booking of the show here and there. And what should have main evented and what ended up main eventing. It should have been flipped, whatever. We're going to break all that down. Do me a favor. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this PLE that I thought ended up being a bit of a misfire to some respect. There's like I said in the thumbnail, there's some good and some bad. Okay, it's not all bad, not all good, but it was your team lost too. Yeah, it was a interesting Saturday to say the least. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up before football starts in the NFL, so no worries there. Liv, what's up, David? What's up, Pedro? What's up, Maya? Liv and Rhea Ripley freak out people. The Liv and Rhea match freaked out the people once again. Yes, it sure did. People want it to be over. Some people want it to, yeah, kind of just want to be over. Most people want it to be over. We'll talk about that in a second. It was an interesting show. I mean, what can I say? It was an interesting show. Overall, last night I gave the show about a 6 out of 10. After taking a rest and rethinking it, I would probably give this show probably still a 6 or a 6.5, around there, somewhere between 6 and 7. I don't think I get anything higher than that. There were some mistakes. We'll talk about it here in a second. Okay, we'll talk about it. But it was stuff happened, I'll say the least. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. 6 being generous. I saw some 5s and some 4s from the fans online, but 6 is being nice. Here's the thing: the opener was so damn good that one of the best Hell in a Cells I've seen in a while. That kicked it off so high that it came in with a buff. Okay, the buffer was the Hell in a Cell. That was so damn good. That's the thing, yeah. So I can't give a show that had that match anything lower than a 5. So yeah, there was enough stuff to get to a 6. Okay, but let's go ahead and break it down. The happenings of the show. First of all, let's just start with let's get the host out of the way. Let's get the host out of the way first. So we had Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi hosting the show. I should have known. I don't know why I thought it'd be more than what we got. Hosting means opening up the show for a second and having some segments with Kathy Kelly interviewing you. That's what this hosting thing was. It was mostly a nothing burger. It had some funny bits where Bianca Belair didn't want to wish Bayley good luck. She said, I forgot what she said. What did you say about Bayley? Like, she didn't want to wish her good luck. So she said, good luck out there. Like, kind of like, it was empty. It wasn't a real, genuine response to, go ahead, Bayley, go out there and do your thing, basically. But she didn't want her to win. She don't care about Bayley. So keeping the Bayley thing going, had a segment where, what's her face? Chelsea Green came up and she was still stinking from the dumpster. I thought it was very smart and funny. I thought about that segment myself, but I thought they're going to do that on SmackDown. It was smart that they brought it up here. She walks in there. She's still stinking up the joint. She stinks. The shower did not help. Awesome stuff there. Here it is right here, what Bianca said. I wish you the best of luck. Funny stuff. But ultimately, they're just having segments backstage. I thought they're gonna have like some interactions between some of the guests, maybe like talking to Killer Mike, talking to some of the rappers and the celebrities there. That wasn't really the case. They're up there with Kathy Kelly, with Mickey James, with Jay Uso, with Piper and Evan. It was kind of like a nothing thing. Overall, it was fine. Okay, it wasn't the best thing in the world, but it was fine. Okay, but the hosting thing, whatever. Naomi was too busy partying instead of helping Bailey. That's another good thing. Okay, so later on, no, I'll talk about it now. Next week, when Naomi says, "Hey Bailey, you're supposed to win. What the hell happened? You said you're gonna win and not get a title shot." She'll be like, Winch, where were you? Because Tiffany came out there and distracted me. What were you doing? Oh, you're up there with Bianca and Jade having a blast. You know what? They can use that. They can use what happened to further the feud. Why weren't you down here to help me with Tiffany? I could have won, and then I would have given you a title shot. But no, you're over there partying with the big three. That could work for a storyline. They should do that. Will they? Probably not. But that's good. That's a damn good idea. They should absolutely use the fact that Naomi should have been down there helping her to be part of the story. But we'll see if they actually do that. So there's some guests in there, like Killer Mike was there. A lot of rappers were there. They had Jacqueline with Booker T and Lillian Garcia. You see Bianca's parents behind them. They had some good seats. That's Bianca's nephew and Bianca's parents right behind Booker T and Garcia. Well, that's really some good seats for the Belair family there. Really good seats there. So yeah, that was kind of my wrap up of the whole host thing. The celebrities was cool. It's smart. You get some good PR. Get the celebrity talking about the show. That's smart. Goldberg was there. I could have done without Goldberg. After his comments about Asuka and his other nonsense, I don't care about Goldberg. But all the guests there, smart, cool, had a blast. Atlanta, raise up, okay? Let's start talking about the actual show proper, because Bianca and Jake went out there, said, hey, let's go the Hell in a Cell, yada, right? And Naomi. And then they had the actual match, okay? Hell in a Cell. Now, this was a great match. I'm not even going to, like, hype it up or not hype it up. I'm not even going to, like, delay my response to this. This was a very good match, okay? The Epic Trilogy, the third match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. What happened in this match? Bitter rivals going up against each other. They used the steel walls to their advantage. They used wrench and tools to beat each other up. Both men got busted up during this match. CM Punk cut himself, I'm pretty sure, because Drew McIntyre walked away, so CM Punk can cut himself. Drew McIntyre, I thought he cut himself, like, wow, he did a good job there, too good a job. But apparently he got busted up from the toolbox. So that wasn't like a actual planned bleeding by Drew. That was actual like, no, CM Punk hit me with the damn toolbox and busted me up. Apparently got like 16 staples in his head. Drew McIntyre did. But this is a great old school, like well done, well produced, well constructed Hell in a Cell. Everybody had their time to shine in this match. Great spots, viciousness. It worked out really, really well. Toolbox worked well. The wrenches, all that stuff. What else happened in this match? Let's see. I got some notes here. I think I hit with the toolbox. CM Punk was laughing about it. Then he hit the GTS on him. That led to what else happening? The table spot. That was cool when Drew McIntyre put CM Punk through the table and CM Punk was like knocked out for a little bit. The white noise onto the damn stairs to Punk. That was good by Drew McIntyre there. I think Drew McIntyre got out of submission by using the wrench. Just like he getting submitted, he had to use the wrench to like attack CM Punk. Here it is right here. It was good stuff like all around. I believe at the end, or near the end, the beads came back into play. So this is like what I love, right? So here's some more wrench using, okay? I love when storylines get brought back in. So there's setup and there's payoff, right? The beads came back into play. Drew McIntyre could have won the match. Could have won it and been done with the match. But no, he had to rub it in. He had to get those damn beads and pour it on CM Punk. That's his problem. That's why he lost. Story reasons is why CM Punk lost. But then, because CM Punk was able to get his bearings. And then when he had this terrible like spot where he jumps to hit the, I think he was trying to hit the his Claymore or something. Either way, he lands where his back hits the steel stairs. Like, that is a spot that hurt. I know that hurt Drew McIntyre. I think it looked like hurt bad. And ultimately, CM Punk gets the advantage, puts the beats into his mouth, hits the go to sleep by tying his the chains around his knee to hit the go to sleep. Very good match. Brought the beats back into play. All wrapped up well. CM Punk wins. I enjoyed the match. One of the better Hell in a Cells I've seen in a while. Really good stuff. This has to be the end of the feud. Like, no more Drew McIntyre, CM Punk matches. It needs to be over now. I think that's appropriate. You can't keep going back to this match. This is a blow-off. Only way this match has real stakes is if the blow-off happens here. There's no more. It's over. The feud is over. Because without that, it weakens the match. It weakens the impact of the match if you continue. This is a big match. The stakes was the winner wins the feud, okay? There's no title on the line. So the stakes are whoever wins the feud. CM Punk wins the feud. It's over. Now it's time for Drew to either move the SmackDown or take a break before Rumble or whatever. But you can't continue the CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud, in my opinion. But this is a great match. Great stuff from both of them. Put the bodies on the line. Put their blood on the line. No injury from CM Punk. Knock on wood. No injury from CM Punk. Both men came out great. This was like a 5-star for me. I loved it. The story was there. The action was there. The pacing was good. The emotion. On the facial expression from both of them. Great stuff all around. And it should have made evented. I don't give a damn about The Rock. I don't give a damn about Cody and the Roman. This match should have been evented. It would have helped the entire flow of the show. But we'll talk about that near the end. What are your thoughts on this match? Did you think it was great? Did you think it was boring? Did you not like it? Should have made evented. I agree. Wait, you said good match and now great match? I'm confused. Did I say good match? It was a great match. My bad, Pedro. My bad. It was a great match. It was great. It was a great match. A awesome page match. An awesome Hell in a Cell. In the main event, because of The Rock and Cody and Roman, yada yada yada, it should have. Ignoring the politics of The Rock, Roman, Cody, ignoring the all that crap, would have been better off for the show as a whole to main event. That way you're closing on the best. And with movies, with shows, we always know, no matter how the start is, the ending will affect your mood. You have a bad movie with a great ending, or an average movie with a great ending, you say, oh wow, that left a good taste in my mouth. That was good. You have a good movie with a bad ending, you say, oh, that movie was trash, because the ending will ruin the entire thing, okay? So it's better to have your best match, your most anticipated. Like for me, the CM Punk match was the match I was looking forward to the most, and most folks felt the same way. So you close the show with your best thing, that would have been better. But overall, I mean, it is what it is. That was never going to happen because of, Cody, Roman, Rock. That's never going to happen. But it doesn't mean it shouldn't have happened, but it was never going to happen, okay? 10 out of 10, yeah, it's great. No complaints. 5 stars for me. 5 out of 5. I can't take anything away from it because it had everything. It had the action. It had the emotion. It had the blood. It had the story beats in there. It worked all around. There's no hole in the match. There's no hole. There's no anything I can really critique. So it was well done. It was long, and I was into the entire match. I didn't feel bored. 5 out of 5. Can't complain. It was great. All right, I can't say anything more than that. CM Punk, maybe move on to Gunther. Once Gunther is done with Sammy, Drew, take a break, or come back during the Rumble season, or go to SmackDown, whatever you got to do, Drew. But this feud cannot continue. You cannot continue this feud, I don't think. I wonder if CM Punk would take a break too, because CM Punk was looking kind of tired and beaten down, and he needed some oxygen after the match. So maybe CM Punk and Drew both take a break. But ultimately, this feud has to end. This match has to matter. You cannot taint the match by having the feud continue. It must end. All right, let's move on to the next match, which was another problem with the structuring of this freaking card. The second match was set up to fail. It was set up to be screwed. Okay, you now have Nia and Bailey, which was I always say, well, not I don't always say. Chris Jericho said the second match is the match that the team cares about the least because you're having the opener, then you have the second match. Usually, the second match is probably the least. It's like the dead part of a show. That was Chris Jericho says. In this case, I agree with him because you have the damn Hell in a Cell match, that epic match. Then you say, okay, Nia and Bailey go out there and do your match. It was a bad position when it had that problem if it was at the freaking end of the damn show. But anyway, you have Nia Jax and Bailey here. I thought this match was entertaining enough, right? I thought it was a good showing, a good match. Ultimately, it was a storyline match. The entire time, the entire feud, they've been building towards Tiffany. Will she or won't she cash in? And that was the entire vibe we're getting leading up to this. And because of that, if you tell a story, the crowd will respect it for the most part, okay? The entire match, within the first 5 minutes, they were saying, Tiffy time, Tiffy time, Tiffy time. We want Tiffy. That's their fault. Now, I say fault if it's a problem. If it's not a problem, then fine, right? But because of the way it was booked, they set that up, okay? The entire build was for this. Even Bailey leaned into it. She said, I can win your title, and Tiffany can win your title. What's going to happen there? So the entire build of this match was, will Tiffany cash in? Has Tiffany had enough? Is she over Nia Jax, right? So the entire fan base, the entire crowd was waiting for Tiffany. When you set up that type of feud, in that type of story, you have to know the crowd will not give a damn until Tiffany comes out there. Because they know this match doesn't really matter right now because we know Tiffany's coming out here because of the build. So the entire time they're just waiting for Tiffany, chanting for Tiffany's name. As long as they're fine with that, then cool. If they're not, then they messed up because that's what the crowd was waiting for. But there's some good stuff that happened during the match. He had a Hurricanrana attempt from Nia Jax that was funny. Worked well enough. He had a bear hug. You had a huge lariat from Nia Jax. He had let's see what else happens. Got some notes here. He had the baseball slide by Bailey to Nia Jax on the outside. Let's see. Jax countered Bailey's top rope powerbomb into a Hurricanrana. Yeah, I have to talk about that. That was hilarious. Back and forth between the challenger and the champion. Nia Jax accidentally freaking squashed poor Jessica Carr. Squashed. Which was a good spot. I like this spot here. I liked it. Ref got squashed. At this point, I'm like, okay, where's Tiffany? Tiffany come out here. That's what actually happened. Tiffany ran out there not too long after that. What else happened? Rose plant. Oh yeah. Bailey hit the rose plant and got the visual pin. So they protected Bailey in the sense that she won the match. She won. She hit the rose plant, got the pin, but the ref was knocked out. The crowd chanted 1, 2, 3, 4. So Bailey got a visual win. So they protect her in that moment. That's why they do that, to protect the person who's going to lose. So technically, she did beat Nia Jax. She did enough to beat her, but the ref was knocked out. So that works out for her in respect of protecting her, right? And then Tiffany ran down there to cash in, that's what she was trying to do. And then Nia got up like the damn Undertaker to catch her and say, hey, what are you doing? So I'm not doing anything. They booked Tiffany as a dummy. Like, she's dumb. Her and Rhea Ripley are both kind of dumb in kayfabe. I'm not talking about the real actual person. I'm talking about in kayfabe, this character. Tiffany's dumb. And she does dumb stuff. And Nia Jax kind of dumb too, because how can you not see, like, she knows that Tiffany wants her belt, but she's entertaining Tiffany. Like, what do you do? What is this relationship? Like, what's going on here? You know she wants your belt. You know she wants to cash in. Tiffany's like being blatant with it. She's not being cute, or by cute I mean she's not being clever with it. Like, it's out and open. Yeah, I want to cash in. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. Sorry. No. I take it back. No. Like, she being booked very dumb. Tiffany is, right? But ultimately, Nia Jax catches Tiffany. Like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, girl? What you doing? Oh, nothing. Ultimately, like I said was going to happen, I said the fans would want Tiffany to cash in, but she ultimately will help Nia Jax, which is what happened. She tossed Bailey her briefcase, which distracted her. That gave Nia Jax enough time to get to the top of the ropes and hit her a devastating Samoan drop from the top ropes. So like I said, what's going to happen? Tiffany will go down there. She teased the cash in. It won't happen. She'll help Nia Jax win. That will prolong their relationship. Because like I said before, Nia Jax and Tiffany have a feud lined up with Bianca and Jade down the line. So they can't break up until that feud happens. But just know, no matter what happens, whatever teasing of the cash-in, it's clear to me we're going to get a Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax feud. So until that happens, there can be no cash-in attempt, right? So just know that. So I knew that this was going to happen because the feud has to happen. I think they will go for the tag titles eventually. But anyway, after the match, Nia Jax leaves Tiffany by herself in the cut in the corner and just left her there because she's upset. But ultimately, it kind of happened like this. She hits the avalanche Samoan drops. She hits the Annihilator on Bayley. Bayley loses. It's over for her. Now, like we talked about before, a good storyline would be, because I thought maybe Nia Jax would have to deal with Naomi in this match in some respect. Maybe Naomi would cost Bayley. But now that I think about it, Naomi would be like, hey, I was supposed to have a title shot. What happened? You lost. And like, well, I had to deal with Tiffany. Where were you? If you would have helped me deal with Tiffany, I would have won. Then I would have given you a title shot. So they can use that to tell the story. Will they? Probably not. Again, Naomi was up there having a blast. She's up there smiling and teasing with Bianca and Jade. Should have been down there helping to deal with Tiffany. That would have given her a damn title shot. Naomi's not the smartest as well either. She should have thought about that. She should have said, you know what? I want Bayley to win. Let me go down there and make sure she does. But she's too busy hanging with Mickie James and Tupac and DDP and freaking who else was up there, like Jey Uso. All right, so that's her problem. Because Bianca and Jade already have titles. Okay, they don't need any more. But anyway, Nia Jax wins. Thoughts on that match? I'd give this match, again, this was a story match. That's what it was. It was to progress. Not even like progress, because nothing really progressed at all. Really? Like a filler match to continue the story or hammer home the story between Tiffany and Nia Jax. Now they can use this later on, like we talked about before. They can use this to help the the Naomi Bayley storyline. They can use it for that. But for right now, all it did was reinforce that Tiffany and Nia Jax are not on the same page, and Tiffany wants the belt by cash-in. But beyond that, it didn't really do anything. So I'll give this match 3 stars. 3 stars, a fine match. The women did what they had to do. Maybe 3.25. Maybe Naomi didn't want Bayley to win. Well, that's dumb because she wants the title shot. Bayley could use Bianca's invite. Bayley could use Bianca inviting Naomi to host Bad Blood in a story. They could use that. But then again, Naomi could have. She had to accept it. She said, "Nah, I'm good." So ultimately, it comes back to Naomi no matter what. She made the decision to go up there in that damn press box and have a blast. She could have came down there to help. Ultimately, it comes down to Naomi. 3.25, I agree, Pedro. That's kind of close. 2.5. I can't dispute that. I can't say you're wrong. Or 2.5 stars. But it's solid. The next match was well, before I go on, let me make sure I didn't leave anything out. Talk about how Naomi should have been down there. Talk about how Nia Jax and Tiffany will ultimately go for the tag titles. Yep, talk about all that. Okay, cool. Let's move on. To the next match. Now, I'll be honest about this. This is my least anticipated match. I'm not looking forward to this match at all. Wasn't looking forward to it. Ultimately, wasn't paying that much attention to it, honestly. During this match, I was on my laptop, kind of typing away on Twitter. I paid enough attention to it. I know what happened. I know the spots, but I wasn't really invested in the match. So I wasn't actively watching it. I was watching it, I wasn't invested in it. So kind of like, I'm looking at it. Okay, it's cool. I figured Damian Priest was going to win, and that's what happened. So, well, we had some good stuff here. some good stuff, some good working, like a well worked match. It's a better match than the last match. It was well worked. Judgment Day came down there ultimately to help, but that didn't help Finn any. Well, let's see what happened in this match. There was like this like Falcon arrow, a broken arrow in the middle of the ring. There was like the I forget what they call it. The he slammed him onto the apron, which was a very good spot as well. There were a couple of there's a sling blade to the outside by Balor. That was cool. Let's see, it has a razor's edge. That's what happened. That's what it was. It was a razor's edge onto the apron, which was a brutal spot. That was cool. So they're working well. Ultimately, then Carlito and JD came out there. Balor landed a coup de grace on him, but I think Priest kicked out, which he did. And it landed two more of them, but that didn't help because well, how did this match ended? I know he hit the South of Heaven, but before that, oh yeah, okay, he grabbed him. So Finn went to do it again. He jumped off. Priest grabbed his neck and delivered the South of Heaven chokeslam. I was not that into this match. Not their fault. It's Creative fault. This match did not have any heat. The Terror Twins did not help this feud. It's more about Dom. It's more about Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. But, I mean, the broken arrow was cool. Sling blade was cool. That chair shot, I got about that. He brought in a chair, and that backfired on him. The ref wasn't paying attention, so he wasn't DQ'd. So he hit him with the kick with the chair in his face. This was a fine match. It was fine. He had like two coup de grace, I think. 2 or 3 coup de grace. I don't remember how many he hit, but there was a fine match. I think it'll be a series. Well, Damian Priest said after the match in the press conference that him and Rhea Ripley would be splitting up. So I wonder if they'll continue this feud, or if if Damian Priest will move on to somebody else. I don't see who else is left because right now Gunther is facing Sami Zayn. Won't be feuding against CM Punk. Maybe the feud will continue. Maybe it will. Am I looking forward to it? Probably not. You hated the ending. The ending wasn't great. The ending wasn't great. It was Finn didn't come off looking the best. I don't know what they could have done that made it look better, but Finn was not looking the best here. In the end, he had like help with Carlito and JD, and he still lost. He still lost, even with help. I thought maybe they have like the LWO come out there and help Priest. It's like some type of help for Priest, but no. It was 3-on-1, and he dealt with it pretty like, pretty easily. He dealt with the issue. So I don't know what you do now. Finn is still a tag team champion, so Finn has belts to freaking defend, okay? Can't just be in a single feud all the time. He has belts he has to defend with JD McDonough. So what do you do there? I'll give this match maybe 3.5. I don't know. Somewhere in threes. I have no conviction on this match. Jay was up in the stands. Not in the stands. Jay was up in the press box with his championship, enjoying himself. He had no business. He doesn't want to deal with the bloodline at all. Jay does not. What's going to throw Pete Dunne or Kaiser at him? Oh, they're going to throw Pete Dunne and Kaiser at him? Yeah, they could do that. Assuming the Finn feud is over, they could do that. It sucks that the Raw top feuds have now soured. That's true. The Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley stuff, and the Finn Priest stuff is not held up. It's not. The top feud was CM Punk Drew. That's now over. What you got now? Are you invested in JD and Carlito and Finn attacking Priest every week? Not really. Folks are mad online. I know. They're really mad about the next match. Well, they're mad about this too. They wanted Finn to win. I'm like, guys, are you not paying attention to this? Like, it's not that hard to figure out. It's really not that hard to figure out. I knew that Priest was going to win this First of all, this match happened before Rhea Ripley lived, so you know this match is going to be a win for him. That way, Rhea Ripley would have a lot of confidence going into the next match. So you had to have him win here. You can't have them both lose. If Priest lost, it wouldn't make much sense, really, because if you remember, Finn screwed Drew McIntyre. I just said Drew McIntyre. Because of the D thing. Drew, Damian. Anyway. Finn screwed Damian Priest at SummerSlam. And Priest never really gotten his look back, right? He didn't really get his look back. He faced Dom and Liv at Bash in Berlin. But he hadn't really faced Finn yet, really. So I knew, because of what happened at SummerSlam, this will be the time for Damian Priest to get that win back against Finn. And that's what happened. If the feud continues, maybe it will. Then maybe Finn will get a win here. But ultimately, it was always going to be Damian Priest's night. It was always going to be Damian Priest's night. Gable against Priest, that could work well. Yeah. There's options. Gable, Kaiser, be done. There's options for him if they want to end the Finn stuff. Because remember, they were teasing Finn against what's his face? Ilya Dragunov, but now Ilya is out with the ACL tear. So maybe they put Braun Breaker, who's now a face, against Finn, or they can have Finn against who's a face on Raw that's not Priest, that's not Braun Breaker. That's it. Braun Breaker can face off against Judgment Day for a bit and take Ilya Dragunov's spot, I guess. Anyway, enough about this. This was probably my least favorite match in terms of anticipation, but it was fine once it happened. It was fine within the course of the show. It was fine. It was better than the last match, I think. But yeah. Next, we had the damn reveal of Triple H's announcement. So Triple H had an announcement for the show. He comes out there and talked about how you guys broke the record, yada, yada, yada. Atlanta Gate, great. Attendance, awesome. And then he reveals this beautiful, I'll openly admit, a beautiful Crown Jewel belt. And now what we found out is at Crown Jewel, it'll be champion against champion. It'll be Cody Rhodes taking on Gunther, and Liv Morgan taking on Nia Jax for this Crown Jewel belt. Now, even though this belt is beautiful, this belt is a nothing belt. It's a nothing belt. It's worthless. This is just a belt for the damn show. It's now a big glorified house show, really. They want to have a belt on a line to appease the folks who are paying a lot of money. To be honest with you, to be perfectly honest with you, the Saudi folks are paying the WWE a lot of money. A lot. I believe it's like more than all the other PLEs combined. They're getting paid for this. So they want to give them something to fight over that's not really attached to the actual storylines. So they created this farce of a belt, this nothing belt, to be won at the show. It means nothing. It's worthless, really. Let's be honest. But it's something to fight for the sake of that show. Okay? Beautiful belt, but it really means nothing. All right? It's a nothing belt. Once it's over, they will move on to the actual storylines. Maybe they'll walk around with the belt for like a month or a few weeks, but that'll be it. They'll go back to the actual stories that they care about. But for the sake of the show, we got these belts. Gunther came out there to talk some shit to Goldberg, which is great. I love the shit talking to Goldberg. Goldberg, I think, is an asshole. I enjoyed him mocking him. Said he had 3 minutes for him. Come on, I got 3 minutes for you. Said one-dimensional, a one-trick pony. Said he hopes he's a better son. He said he hopes he's a better father to his son than he was a wrestler. Great stuff. Burn Goldberg, roast him. Goldberg got upset. He act like he's gonna go out there to do something. He did nothing. They stopped him, whatever. And Sammy came out there to help. Not help. Came out there to attack Gunther because that's the current storyline, the current feud. And then he held up Goldberg's hand to the crowd, yada yada. Who cares about Goldberg? Anyway, about this title, it's nothing title. But this tells us what the plan is for Crown Jewel. Because for so long we've been fantasy booking. In fantasy booking, talk about what's going to happen here. What'll be the matches? Well, now we know. Liv, Nia Jax, Cody, Gunther. That's Crown Jewel. So forget about that. And now you can plan for you do your fantasy booking, taking into account the next shows like Survivor Series and Saturday Night Main Event. So in my mind, for example, for the women's division, it'll probably be, probably, Liv Morgan against Nia Jax at Crown Jewel. Then you'll have Team Liv Morgan against Team Rhea Ripley at Survivor Series. And then you have something for the Saturday Night Main Event. I'm guessing a one-on-one match between Raquel and Rhea Ripley. We'll talk about that in a second because we have not gotten to that match yet. But yeah, that's the purpose of these belts. It's nothing belt. Oh, you're a big fan of Goldberg? Whatever. I don't like Goldberg. He annoys me. It's a filler show, correct. Crown Jewel is a filler show officially. It's just a filler show. Maybe we'll have other matches on the show that have some stakes that we care about. If Bianca and Jade have a tag team match there, maybe. Will they defend there? Who knows? Will there be other defenses from Jey Uso or LA Knight? I don't know. But for the top titles, it's a filler. Who gives a shit about this damn title? It's a nothing belt. So yeah, that's Crown Jewel for you folks. That's Crown Jewel. So just know that stakes are minimal. I don't mind that, especially for the women, because the last 2 times the women have not been treated well in terms of a crowd reaction there. So give them a belt to fight over. That's nothing. Who cares? I agree. I don't think they can hold off Bianca against Damage Control for 4 weeks. Io Sky already beat Bianca. They already beat. Well, they can do whatever they want. They can do it. It just won't be good. But Io Sky beat Bianca. They beat Unholy Union. They challenged Bianca and Jade. Openly challenged them. You're gonna wait 4 months for this show? Probably not. With Raw being 2 hours, it'll probably be like one of the matches, because SmackDown doing very well with the women. SmackDown doing very well. Would have 2 women's matches every week, it seems. One of the matches for Raw could be that tag team match, if that's what they want to do. So I won't guess this Monday. Maybe next Monday you do that. I don't know. They can drag it because it's 2 hours. Well, not necessarily. Again, if they follow the same formula, where there's like 2 women's matches per show, what SmackDown doing, they may not. I don't know if they're going to do this, but if you have 2 women's matches every show on Raw, eventually, how do you pass up on Bianca Jade against Io Sky and Kyrie for 4 freaking weeks? I don't need to see that match at Crown Jewel. I'm happy to get that on Raw, to be honest with you. But we'll see. I'm not against it, but I'll take it on Raw if I can. Raw 14th is taped. Well, let's see how many Raws we have. We have 1 Raw, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 Raws before Crown Jewel. 4 Raws. The 7th, the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th, all before Crown Jewel. So there's time to have that match on Raw, if you want to do it. But it won't be tomorrow, that's for damn sure. Let's move on to the next match, which is big one that folks are talking about. Big one that folks are complaining about. Liv versus Rhea Ripley. This match was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. So I called the opening of this match. I knew how this match was going to go. They've been building up the whole Rhea Ripley has a knee injury or a knee pain, right? So I knew after about 2 minutes of Rhea Ripley dominating, Liv Morgan would ultimately attack the leg and then dominate the match from there. That's what happened. She attacked the leg, started getting a hold of the match, which will lead to the babyface Rhea Ripley making the comeback. Unfortunately, they want to book Rhea Ripley very strong relative to Liv Morgan. That makes sense. But because of that, they have to give Rhea Ripley handicaps. Like, but first it was the shoulder that was hurting. Now it's the leg. I don't need to see this match again until it's time to drop the belt, which will probably be Mania. So I don't want to see Liv Morgan against Rhea Ripley again at all until the big show. Okay, because enough's enough. I don't need any more of these type of matches. It's the same thing over and over again, where Liv Morgan will be running away or getting dominated to get an advantage early on, whether it be like a leg attack or a shoulder injury, whatever, right? That's what happened here. So dominate. Liv Morgan will then get overconfident. Rhea Ripley will ultimately make the comeback, and then there'll be some shenanigans, and then Rhea will lose, right? That's what's supposed to happen here. It didn't happen because of some unfortunate events. So they came out with a lowrider, looking cool, great for them, right? Again, she's attacking that leg. She's attacking that leg. Now Liv Morgan has a cool move that she's now calling the Homewrecker. She pulled it off after she countered the Riptide. It's a cool move. You've probably seen it during the match. She's calling it the Homewrecker. Fun move. She hosts for the Oblivion. She fails. You got countered. Dom picked the shark cage somehow, and he was hanging from the shark cage when he fell out. And this is when all hell broke loose, and the match became a complete mess. Because the reason why he fell because Liv Morgan was getting her ass kicked on the outside, and he cared so much about Liv Morgan, he ultimately fell over out of the damn cage. And then she tells, I think she has a riptide on the outside as well. And then she tells the ref something weird. She's like, "Hey ref," because at this point Liv Morgan is down and out for the count in the ring. She could have pinned him. She could have pinned her, but she chose not to. She said, "You know what? Hey ref, I'm gonna take care of some business here. Let me see if I might even have that. Let me see if I have it. I know I do. Here it is. Like, ref, I'm gonna take care of this." The ref was like, "Oh yeah, sure, go ahead." Like, what? Like, you're openly allowing her to break the rules? Like, what's going on here?
I got unfinished business.
You deserve that.
I'm gonna come back and finish this in a second.
I got unfinished business. Yeah, go ahead. You deserve that. What? You deserves what? You're the ref. Why are you being a biased ref? She could pin Liv Morgan, win the belt, and then go beat up Dom. Dom's not going anywhere. Dom's hanging. This is what I'm talking about here. Rhea Ripley is being booked like an idiot. She's a dumb babyface. She's a dumb babyface. It makes no sense. Why are you allowing your chance to win the belt slip? She cares more about hitting Dom than pinning Liv Morgan for the championship. She knows Liv Morgan loves that damn belt. She wants to be champion. You could have took it from her right there. You could have. She decided not to for reasons unknown. That's stupid. I just don't understand this nonsense. What should have happened here is once the ref realized that he was allowing her to break the rules, he should have said, "You know what? This is a no-hold-bars match. It's no DQ match going forward. It's the only way this makes sense. I'm gonna go tell the freaking staff member to go tell what's her name? Why am I blanking on her name? Samantha Irvin. Jesus. I'm gonna tell the staff member to tell Samantha Irvin, "Hey Samantha, tell the crowd this is now a no holds barred match, no DQ, anything goes." That would have saved the rest of this match. She goes out there, no count out. He's allowing her to go attack Dom, but no count out. And then Raquel shows up and attacks. I'm like, I'm happy to see Raquel Rodriguez, obviously. I'm happy to see her. She's been out for almost a year because of what she's been going through with her skin condition. I'm happy she's back. But you book her to attack Rhea Ripley. Again, the ref is watching it, so the ref feels he has to call a count DQ, but no, you don't. You're allowing Rhea Ripley to break the rules. What should have happened was, you should have said, "You know what? No DQ, no holds barred going forward." That would have saved everything. But to let Rhea Ripley cheat and then call a DQ and Raquel attacks is stupid. Like, what's happening? The ref looks dumb here. More ways than one, the ref looks stupid. Should have just called it a no holds barred going forward. But anyway, Raquel attacks Rhea Ripley in front of the ref apparently So the ref felt he had no choice. The match was supposed to happen. I'm assuming what was supposed to happen, Raquel was supposed to attack later on, maybe when Rhea Ripley goes back into the match or to the ring. Because the ref was maybe probably looking at Dom. So maybe she attacks Dom with the kendo stick, right? She attacks with the kendo stick. The ref pays attention to Dom. Then she goes back into the ring. And then Raquel attacks. And then Raquel puts Liv Morgan on Rhea Ripley. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know how it's supposed to go. According to Fightful, it was supposed to be a situation where Liv Morgan pins Rhea Ripley because of Raquel. But I don't know how the ref was supposed to not see it. Like, where is he going to be? Like, what's going to happen? I don't know. We may never know what was exactly supposed to happen, but we just know things got fucked. Okay, it didn't happen how it was supposed to happen. But so she goes into the ring after the DQ. She hits the Tejada bomb, on Rhea Ripley. She puts Liv Morgan on Rhea Ripley. It doesn't matter at that point because the match is over. So just for show. Then she lifts up Liv Morgan's hand and say, "Hey, Liv Morgan's champion, yada yada yada." But Liv Morgan technically lost. She's supposed to win. She's supposed to pin her, but it was a DQ win for Rhea Ripley. What a mess. Complete mess. So many problems here with the story. Rhea Ripley cares more about beating up Dom than winning the belt. Why? Now, if they took that and made it a story, right? Let's say after the match here on Raw, Damian Priest talks to Rhea Ripley and said, Rhea, what were you doing? Like, you could have won the match. What's your problem? The same thing happened last time. You could have pinned Liv Morgan, but you didn't. That's true. At SummerSlam, she chose not to pin Liv Morgan. She wanted to rub it into Dom's face. That's her problem. She cares too much about Dom. She's hurt by Dom. She can't move past it. Now, if they use that part of the story, then fine. It works fine. If they use it. She says, "Damn, you're right, man. I keep making mistakes. I can't get it done because I keep thinking about Dom. It's my fault. I got to get this thing straight in my head." Then it worked fine. If they use it, like it's her issue she has to deal with. She has a problem. That is fine. But if they don't use it, then it's just stupid. If they don't use it, then it's just stupid. They should use it somehow. Let it be a problem that Rhea Ripley has to deal with, that she can't get the job done. She keeps letting other things distract her, and she keeps making mistakes. If that's an actual character flaw, an actual characterization for her, then fine. If not, then it's just dumb writing. Because there's no reason why she shouldn't have won this match. Same thing in SummerSlam. She had it won. She hit the Riptide, remember? She hit the Riptide on Liv Morgan, could have pinned her, and chose not to. In this case, she had the match won, could have pinned her, and chose to go beat up Dom like a piñata.
I'm gonna come back and finish this in a second. Okay.
Ref was terrible here. Just bad booking all around. They're making a storyline that folks are tired of, and they're making it worse. Folks are already mad about the storyline, and you're making it worse. You're actively making it more annoying and more frustrating, making folks hate it even more. It's a problem, folks. It's a problem. And you gotta fix it. Or do something. Now, surprise, surprise, Raquel showed up, right? Raquel's here. I called it a million times before. A million days ago. Like, told you guys that was gonna happen. Some folks said I was crazy, but no, it was gonna be Raquel. It was always gonna be Raquel. They were teasing it. Raquel was teasing it on Instagram. It's gonna be her. According to Liv Morgan, Raquel was what Finn was talking about. So Finn said he had a plan for Liv Morgan. Raquel was that plan. So I would assume that Raquel is now in the Judgment Day. What's done is done. It was a poorly executed end of the match. The ref was bad. Remember, Raquel made mistakes, whatever. The match is over. You can't go back and fix it. But what they need to do is use Raquel to now fix the women's division a bit. So I think they're going to be having a breaking up of the Judgment Day. By breakup, I mean splitting up the Judgment Day. Like, you have the women's division side and the men's division side. I think you're going to have Raquel, Liv Morgan, and Dom kind of off to the side a bit with the women's division. By that, I mean Rhea Ripley feud with Raquel, and then the other parts of Judgment Day will be in the men's division. That's what I'm hoping. So if we have Raquel feuding with Rhea Ripley, they may open up the door for Lyra or somebody else to have a match with Liv Morgan. You would hope, okay? So I'm hoping the Raquel Rodriguez inclusion will lead to some story beats for the women's division beyond Liv Morgan screwing Rhea Ripley, you know? Get Carlito out of there. Raquel can't just be her heavy, though. Ultimately, Raquel has to be the final match in this story. That's not going to happen, though. Raquel is now what Camille is for Mercedes Moné. Literally. She's now Liv Morgan's heavy. That's what it is. Camille, Raquel, hopefully they do a better job than what they're doing with Mercedes Moné and Camille right now. You'll have Raquel going up against Rhea Ripley. That's what I would do, I would hope. Rhea Ripley turns her sight toward Raquel. I can't get to Liv Morgan again until I deal with Raquel. I got to deal with Raquel first. And Raquel beats her. So now you have an actual feud, an actual trilogy maybe, with a heel Raquel Rodriguez. That's what I would do. Get Rhea Ripley away from Liv Morgan enough. Use Raquel to do it. You can't have Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley touching each other for a while. We've done it. We've seen it enough. Have Raquel go after Rhea Ripley now. Have that be a feud. I think we're going to get Liv against Nia Jax at Crown Jewel. Team Liv Morgan against Team Rhea Ripley, which will be Liv Morgan, Raquel, and PFC, I think, against Rhea Ripley, Lyra Valkyria, and Damage Control. There's stories can be told there. A lot of story beats that can be made there. A lot of earth and a lot of fertilizer there for good storytelling. A lot of good stuff you could do there. And then we'll get maybe, hopefully, Raquel against Rhea Ripley 1-on-1 at Saturday night main event. That'll get us to the Rumble season. Folks, I do not believe Rhea Ripley's winning that belt back before Mania. I just don't think it's going to happen. We're going to have Rhea Ripley for the first time in a while in the Rumble, in the chamber match. I think that's going to happen. I think we're going to get a title match again until Mania for Rhea Ripley. I think he wants to see her in the chamber or the Rumble, whatever. We're going to get that. We're not going to get another title match anytime soon. I don't think so. Top the Raquel. I don't hate Raquel. I don't know why Raquel gets so much hate. I think she's a good body for the women's division. Her size, her talent. We don't have that many women that are that big, that strong. She's legitimately stronger than Rhea. She's stronger than her, really, in real life. We don't have that type of presence in the women's division beyond Nia Jax. So I like we have another heel of her size and her talent in the women's division. It's great. I don't know why folks give her a hard time. I think a heel Raquel, who isn't doing the smiley stuff, people are complaining about her smiling too much and her back stuff. Well, now you have a heel Raquel who is no business, who's no nonsense, and taking no shit, attacking. That's what we want. We want Rhea Ripley to have a challenge. Oh, she's too strong. She's too strong. Now you have freaking Raquel Rodriguez here, who's a heel. Go back and watch her NXT stuff. Her heel run was good against Rhea Ripley. Now they're going to recreate that on the main roster. See what happens. Now, Rhea Ripley, you can argue, is not the actual face here, but that doesn't matter because the crowd accepts her. The crowd accepts her as the face, so it doesn't matter how we feel about it story-wise. Raquel is a heel. Rhea Ripley is a face. Even though Raquel got screwed by Rhea Ripley for the tag titles, even though Raquel got attacked by Rhea Ripley, it really is Rhea Ripley's fault. This whole entire thing is all Rhea Ripley's fault, but she's a face here, so whatever. Let Raquel cook for a while. Then we can complain. Let her cook, and then we can complain. Okay? She will be an actual force of nature that Rhea Ripley has to deal with. So I'm not complaining about it. Let her cook. Yeah, she's a good wrestler. She is. Heel Raquel is best Raquel. Agreed. And she's good in the ring. I don't think it should. She said, I think I speak for everyone when I say Rhea versus Liv Morgan feud better not continue until Mania. It's going to, though. I've accepted it. a long time ago. Folks that follow my channel know I've accepted that reality a long time ago. There's no point of me coming on here saying, so I'm not going to bullshit you guys. Other folks will come over here and bullshit you, give you false hope. I'm not going to give you false hope. I'm not going to say, hey guys, let's all go to Triple H and beg for him to change his plans. Let's all root for Rhea Ripley. Like, for example, last night. Oh, come on, Rhea Ripley, go win it. Go in this thing. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I know where this is going. She was always going to lose. We're going to get Liv Morgan against Rhea Ripley at Mania, finally, to end it. This is going all the way to Mania. How do I know that? Because Rhea Ripley will be competing in a Rumble. I'm telling you, she will be competing in the damn Rumble. Okay? So once you know that, once you accepted that, you know it's going to Mania. Because there's not a single person going to win that belt off of Liv Morgan but her. She's the only person that's going to beat Liv Morgan. So when you do the match, not going to happen at Survivor Series, not going to happen at Crown Jewel, not going to happen at Saturday Night Main Event, not with Raquel here. You got to deal with Raquel now. She has to deal with Raquel. So when is that match going to happen? By the time Rumble season coming around, they're going to be hyping up the damn Rumble season. So you may have Liv Morgan face Lyra at the Rumble, whatever. I'd do that. That's a match. Liv against Lyra Valkyria at the Rumble. Rhea Ripley goes into the Rumble. Maybe she wins it. That'll have a real crazy reaction from the crowd that time. Like, can you imagine the IWC reaction to that? Rhea Ripley wins the Rumble. It could happen, folks. It could happen. It could happen. You can have Rhea Ripley winning the Rumble 100%. For me, she's the favorite. Do I want her to win the Rumble? No, I don't want it to happen. But she's the oddmaker's favorite, I think, to win the Rumble. Until otherwise. Until we see some other clear storyline, she's the favorite. I hope she doesn't. I hope they give her the Chamber instead, because she never won that. She never won the Chamber match. So why not just give her that match to get to Liv Morgan? Everything's on the table. It's all on the table, though. We don't know. I hope they pick somebody else for the Rumble, but it's very possible. Talking about Triple H, who loves Rhea Ripley. He literally just booked Cody to win back-to-back Rumbles, so not that crazy idea, not crazy. I think ultimately you want to have, once you do the Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley storyline, you want one of them to win the Rumble, right? So probably when Bianca wins it again. So you could want to have Rhea Ripley win it twice before Bianca wins it twice. Because I do think when that match does happen at Rumble, at the Mania, the Bianca Rhea Ripley storyline, they'll use the Rumble to get to that. They kind of have to use Rumble to do that. So one of them will have to win the Rumble again anyway to get to that match, probably in 2 years. I would have Rhea Ripley win the Chamber this time around. She's never done it before. It's something new for her, but who knows? Who knows? All right, let's move on to the main event. The main event is Cody Rhodes, the champion, Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline, which is Jacob and Solo. This suffered the typical typical Bloodline match where I thought the match is kind of boring. Now, before the match started, we had some obnoxiously long entrances. What is this? Is this a freaking WrestleMania? What's happening here with these damn entrances? Like, what's happening? This is bad blood. This ain't SummerSlam. Like, why are we doing these elaborate long entrances? I was laughing like, this is ridiculous. I was not a fan of the marching band or anything they're doing with these entrances. This is a bit much for bad blood, okay? Like, this is getting crazy. Like, I don't care that this is Cody Rhodes' hometown. I don't care. There's hometown shows all the time for damn talent. I don't know why you're doing this elaborate, long, obnoxious entrance. It's bad blood. It's not the Mania. It's not SummerSlam. Not even Survivor Series. Like, give it a rest, okay? I was laughing. It was a bit much for me, okay? But whatever. This match started off, even like the syncing of the band wasn't great. It was just not the best, okay? It wasn't the best. The football homecoming, yeah, it was a bit much. But there's been other he said, well, I see, you said, well, Cody's from Atlanta, so you see why he had one. But there's other things like, there's other hometown events for people at PLEs. Did Gunther get a special entrance for his Bash in Berlin thing? I don't remember. Was it this elaborate for Bash in Berlin for Gunther? I guess Rhea Ripley got a special interest for the Chamber in the stadium in Australia. I guess so. She got what'd she get for the Chamber? I don't remember. That's a stadium. It makes more sense for a stadium. I can understand a stadium, but this little Atlanta Hawks arena, I'm not buying it. Okay, but it was fine. It was whatever. I didn't love it, but whatever, right? So this match started off slow like usual. Typical Bloodline tag team matches. Start off slow build, slow burn. I was like, 10 minutes in, I'm like, this should not have been the main event. I'm bored. But it did pick up. It did pick up like I was supposed to. Like every Roman Reigns main event, it picks up. It got good. There's some good spots here and there. Right? There's some good moments. I love the Cody Rhodes splashed onto Jacob to the table. That was cool. Crowd got into it. The crowd was hyped for it. So that's that. So I'm not going to complain about that. Ultimately, in the end, Jimmy Uso showed up. We've all been wondering, when is Jimmy going to show up? When the hell is this man going to make his appearance? Well, they decided Bad Blood was the time to do it. At Bad Blood, Jimmy showed up behind Jacob and Solo. No, not behind Jacob and Solo. He showed up behind the Tonga brothers, because the Tonga brothers came out there. While Jay's up there having a blast in the suite, Jimmy was down here getting involved with the Bloodline stuff again. So Jimmy's back. He is still loyal to Roman Reigns. Had a big hug, a big embrace in the ring. It was a nice moment there. Story beats. So we now know that Jey Uso, while he's out of it, Jimmy Uso is still very much behind and supporting Roman Reigns. The match ended with Roman Reigns pinning. Who got the pin here? I don't remember. Did Roman get the pin? Yeah, Roman pinned Solo Sikoa, I think, right? Yeah, Jimmy hit Solo, got the pin. So yeah, I think Solo got pinned by Roman, right? That's what happened, right? Then they left Cody in the ring. And then Cody got jumped. And Roman did not want to go back out there to help him or go back to ring. And Jimmy's the one to say, come on, man, we gotta go help him. We gotta help him. Come on, man, you gotta help him. So Jimmy wanted to help Cody Rhodes. Roman said, it was only a one-time thing. It's only a one-time thing. I'm not gonna help him again. It's over. But no, Jimmy said, come on, Roman, you the OC. You the tribal chief. The OC. You OTC. You're a tribal chief. You gotta do something about this. So they went down there and they helped Cody Rhodes. And then they shook hands, and Roman Reigns gave Cody Rhodes the belt. Interesting. Now, I've hated Cody Rhodes during this entire thing. I'm like, why the hell are you teaming up with Roman Reigns? I get that he's a babyface. I get that. But in kayfabe, this man gave you hell. This man was a gaslighter. This man cannot be trusted in kayfabe. But you're trusting him. You're teaming up with him. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy Cody Rhodes' reason. I didn't think it was good enough reasoning. And freaking Kevin Owens agreed, okay? I was behind Kevin Owens the entire time of this feud because Kevin Owens is right. It doesn't make any sense for this man to team up with Roman Reigns, especially after he said he was done. So I don't want to have anything to do with this stuff anymore. I'm done with this stuff. I'm over it. No more Bloodline stuff. But still, he had to team up with Roman Reigns. So if I'm freaking Kevin Owens, I'm upset. I was on Kevin Owens' side. And after an interesting main event here with a lot of story beats, and then The Rock comes out. So The Rock comes out. I don't know why I don't have a picture of that. Oops. Rock comes out to do what? To show his face. Doesn't say anything. He shows up, says, "Hey," he didn't say anything. He looked at Roman Reigns and said, "I remember me. I'm here. I'm still the future. the future feud here is still me against Roman Reigns. Remember me? Because apparently, according to the YouTube video, The Rock looked at Roman Reigns. So he stared down Roman. So that's the match here. I think we're going to get Roman against Rock at 41. Cool, I guess. So The Rock came out there with his People's Belt to face off against Roman Reigns from a distance and say nothing. The Bloodline scurries away through the crowd. Solo Sikoa scurries away. Overall, it was a fine main event. What are your thoughts? What would you give the main event? How many stars? How many stars do you give the main event? I don't know. How many stars do you give the main event? I give the main event 3.5. Yeah, that sounds about right. It was slow. There were better Roman main events before. Started slow like it always does. Had a solid ending. Had Jimmy return. Had The Rock. Had big pops from the crowd. 3.5. Sounds about right. 3.5. Yeah, I agree with that. 3.5. 4 stars. Not bad. 4 stars. 3.5, maybe 3.75, maybe. Good ending. Slow match, but good ending. And then, after The Rock showed up, after Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes said their pleasantries, we had what was probably the best moment of the damn night. After the opener, like the CM Punk Drew McIntyre was the best thing on the night by far. That Hell in a Cell was the best thing. But what happened after the show was my second favorite thing, and that involved good old Kevin Owens attacking Cody Rhodes, because it makes sense to me. It makes sense. It makes sense. He's mad. He's angry. He's upset. But this man is not giving a reasonable explanation for his actions. And he's had enough. And I support. Oh, wait, I didn't know I know it went on for that long. Wait, what's happening? He's attacking Cody Rhodes because the man has teamed up with Roman Reigns and did not give him an actual good reason for it to happen. And he's sick of it. And I frankly support him. I support his actions. To me. They had to make all this out there, so let me see what happened. I didn't see this part. Goes, he grabs the trash can.
Oh my.
He did. Alright, Cody Rhodes. I see that part. Oh, trash can, it reached him too. That's a nice whip. I didn't see all this part before. There's a genuine reaction to this thing. I didn't see all this. It's a nice whip there. Kevin Owens drops off. Peace out. No, the trash is all around him. Okay. So, I'm all about what Kevin Owens did, okay? I'm Team Kevin Owens because for me, things have to make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, I'm going to root for the person making sense. Kevin Owens makes sense here. Why the hell are you teaming with Roman Reigns? After everything he's done, what are you doing here? I like it. Now, the way this was done is all fan, what word I'm looking for? Fan captured. Some folks are wondering, why didn't they show this on the show? Why didn't they put this on the actual PLE? This is more creative. It feels like a real, actual, genuine fight, a real dispute out between two friends here. I like it. They're using the fans to tell the story here. So now on SmackDown, when they show footage, it'll be all fan videos. You'll see a bunch of clips from fans. This is very smart. You get the sense that it's real. You get the sense that it's real, like a real actual fight here. That's smart. I'm looking forward to see how they download all the videos from online. They're going to download all the fan captured videos, put it together for a video package, and allowing the fans to show the story here. It's smart. It's cool. It's interesting. It's different. You don't have to have an actual camera out there recording this. They did it in a spot where fans could see it. They knew the fans would record it. Of course they would. You see Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes out there. You're going to record it. That's what everybody does these days. They're always on their phone. They're going to record it, right? Then you take all the video, put it together, make a video package of this attack that they'll show later on SmackDown. Smart. Cool. It's trending. I love how they did this. I love it. You don't have to have everything polished or recorded professionally. Let the fans record it. It feels real. It feels more real in like a real actual fight. Smart. Audio was trash. Yes, it was. You may not have an actual, I don't know if they had an actual camera on this thing. Maybe they did. Just in case nobody recorded it. I don't know why they wouldn't, but just in case no fans recorded it, maybe they have an actual camera crew on this thing. But either way, even if they don't, I just think it's very cool what they did here. Allow the fans to capture different angles and different perspectives of this dispute here. Now they just gotta take all that video, download it from the Twitter or whatever, and put it together. I think it's smart. Because it had a lot of different camera views of this thing that they can use. This is just one of them. This is one. I'm sure the others here. Here's another one. Another angle. They can use all this.
Oh! Hey, now, hey!
They can add in the fans' reaction.
What?
He's stomping on him. Kicking him in the gut.
Kevin, no!
Kevin, no!
Calm down! Kevin, what the fuck are you doing? You can't do that!
A bunch of marks.
Kevin! Can't stay alive, brother!
Kevin, you can't do that. You can't do that, Kevin. Kevin, no! I think it's great. It's smart to do this way. It's different. It's new. Like, you see all these different camera angles. It feels fresh. They'll get it all. They're going to download all these videos and put it together for an actual video package. But it feels fresh, you know?
Run away!
I agree with, I'm Team Kevin Owens. I'm Team Kevin Owens. They knew what they're doing. They knew they had it a perfect location where people recorded. So very smart. This guy's freaking putting his camera at this guy's ass. What is this guy doing? Hey, WWE, don't use this video. Don't use this one. This guy's like the worst cameraman ever. Like, what are you pointing the damn camera at this guy's ass? You can grab the trash can. So you have different angles. This is perfect. It's perfect. Let the fans create the actual. Look at how many people are recording this. It's very smart to do it this way. Very smart. You're gonna have a bunch of different camera angles, a bunch of different quality, various different quality videos to use. So this is very smart. Again, they put it together for the show, for SmackDown. But I love it. It's my second favorite thing that happened on the night. Okay. So yeah, good stuff. Kevin Owens is in the right. So when is this match gonna happen? It can't happen at Crown Jewel, because I got it. Kevin Owens will screw Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel. So Gunther will beat Cody Rhodes because of a KO interference. And then maybe at Survivor Series, you get Cody against Kevin Owens Part 2. I don't know what's going to happen with the War Games match. Are you going to do Cody in the War Games? I wouldn't do it. I don't want to see Cody Rhodes in War Games with Roman Reigns. I don't want to see it. I will do KO against Cody Rhodes at Survivor Series. He can't do it at Crown Jewel. He can't wait until Saturday night main event. So I'll do it at Survivor Series. Cody's missing War Games. Yeah, good. I like that idea. Bring back in Jay. Let him go to Raw and say, hey, Jay. They've done it before. We've seen Becky Lynch on Bianca's team on SmackDown, right? When Charlotte Flair called Becky Lynch to help them out, you have Jimmy Uso call Jay, and Jay be like, no, I'm not going over there. I'm done with y'all. Then you can rope him in, right? You can do Roman, Jay, Jimmy, and maybe even Sami Zayn on our War Games team. And that can lead to KO being mad at Sami Zayn. Like, really, Sami? Really? After everything you've done? You going back to Roman Reigns? Are you crazy? You going back to him? Are you mentally ill? Like, you have some kind of issue where you have to go back to Roman Reigns again? You're falling for it again? That's a good storyline. Have Cody Rhodes go to Roman Reigns, KO gets upset. You have Sami Zayn go to Roman Reigns, KO gets upset. KO keeps getting mad at their bullshit. Now, Sami Zayn probably have a better reasoning than Cody Rhodes. Sami Zayn would have a better, like, more sympathetic reason to do it because he wants to help out Jay, whatever. So it'll make more sense for Sami. Cody Rhodes, I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes makes no sense whatsoever. He should not be helping Roman Reigns. I don't care what you say. The explanation was not good enough. Not good enough explanation. But Sami Zayn can have a better explanation because he has a heart. He wants to help out Jay, whatever. So we make it a Jay, Jimmy, Roman, Sami match at War Games after all, with them all teaming up. It could happen. Randy, what's going to happen to Randy? I think Randy will ultimately turn heel, but I don't know when. Randy will try to make peace. He'll make peace between these two. He'll try to, but it won't work. It's already over. KO attacked Cody Rhodes. There's nowhere to go from here. They must confront this. But he can't focus on KO. He has to focus on Gunther now. He has a big match at Crown Jewel against Gunther. He can't focus on Kevin Owens anymore. He can't. He must focus on Gunther. That'd be a good match, by the way. Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. I believe Gunther will win because of an interference from Kevin Owens, I think. Just for KO, Kevin Owens is right. Cody Rhodes, your explanation simply was not good enough. I'm sorry. That man put you through hell. He cheated you. He gaslit you. He manipulated and schemed. And now you're teaming up with him. Your explanation was not good enough. I am on Kevin Owens' side. Goldberg helping. I'll be so upset. Get the hell out of here. If Goldberg needs to stay home. Stay your old ass home. Stay your old ass home. Russell Votes reported on radio show that Becky Lynch is still listed on Raw's. Yeah. I think she shows up at Raw on Netflix. The first show on Netflix, she shows up. That's when we give her return. You're gonna hear whoa on Netflix. Yeah, it's a Saudi angle. Sure is. Whoa. Goldberg against Breaker? No. Goldberg needs to retire. Enough. No Goldberg match. Retire. Live your life. Go home. Go to AEW, whatever. I don't want to see any Goldberg matches. He's done. He wasn't a good wrestler before. Now you want to see an old Goldberg? What's wrong with you guys? Let it die. Sometimes you gotta let it die. It's okay to move on with your life. We have Braun Breaker. He's a better, by the way, Steiner was there. Scott Steiner was there at the show, by the way. We have a better version of him now. An actual wrestler in Braun Breaker. No more Goldberg. It's over. Give it a rest. Yes, he's a big Goldberg fan. Who cares? I'm sorry. I'm done with Goldberg. No Goldberg matches. Let it go. It's past the time. What's wrong with you guys? This ain't AW. You want to see... What, we want to see Ric Flair next? Is that what you want to see next? Ric Flair get a ring? No. The answer is no. The subject is closed. Man, 57 years old. Move on with your life. Move on with your life. He's 57. It's over. Like Rover. No Goldberg match at all. Gunther buried him. It's like, dude, you're washed. You're never good to begin with. You're one-dimensional. You're a bum. No more Goldberg. It's no different than a damn It's the same thing they did with Bret Hart. Gunther shits on Bret Hart, gets jumped by Sami Zayn. This time, he shits on Goldberg, gets jumped by Sami Zayn. I don't want to see no Goldberg match. It's over. Yeah, Gunther's great. I'm loving Gunther. He's a great heel. I'm loving everything he's doing. We are now on the road. We are now on the road to Crown Jewel, folks. You excited for those nothing matches between if they use it to tell some stories, like if you have some story beats in it, again, Kevin Owens screwing him, or maybe for the women, you have Raquel getting involved here. I don't know, somehow make it interesting. Maybe Rhea Ripley gets involved. I don't know. If you use it to tell a story that will then lead into Raw, fine. But ultimately, the stakes are nothing. Those titles are nothing. It means nothing. So hopefully they have some type of story beat they can carry over to Raw that exists beyond Crown Jewel. That's all we can really hope for, folks. That's all we can hope for. That is it. What we can't hope for is Goldberg showing up. No. Goldberg. What else happened on that damn show I didn't talk about? I think I've covered it all. I think I covered it all. Match of the night, obviously, was Drew McIntyre against CM Punk. That's the match of the night, without question. I love the Kevin Owens angle. I love that. Loved it. What else we got to talk about here? Tiffany and Liv Morgan cash in tease. Where was that? Where'd you see that at? Oh, you mean at the? Oh, I see what you're saying. At the Saudi show, because Liv Morgan and Nia Jax are both there, so you can have her tease a cash in on Liv Morgan. They should have done that already. They dropped the ball on that. I know it's not going to happen. I know we're going to get Liv Morgan against Rhea Ripley at Mania, but it could have had by now Tiffany tease Liv Morgan, making things interesting a little bit for the casual fan. I know that for the fact that Liv Morgan is not going to lose the belt to Tiffany, but at least make it interesting to the casual fan. Have Tiffany tease Liv Morgan a bit, but they never did that. I don't know why. It should have, but never did. Both women's matches sucked. That's great. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't the best. I don't think Nia Jax Bayley sucked. But there's this whole conversation about the quality of the women in these feuds right now. A lot of people are seeing Liv Morgan and Nia Jax and they're thinking, we got Bianca, we got Io Sky, we got these talented women in the tag division right now. Meanwhile, you got these lesser women in the ring in these top feuds. We're not getting the big, great 5-star classics for the women because the talent aren't capable of it. They're not of that level. So shouldn't we have Bianca and Io Sky and etc. in these big matches? Understand the narrative. I understand that conversation, but they want to push these stories, and the stories overweight the talent right now. So they want to have the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour storyline. They want to have the Nia Jax Dominant Queen storyline. And they're going to push the story in their mind, a good story in their mind. They're going to push that above the talent right now. So Bianca, Io, whatever you want to use, they got to be out of the picture here to allow for these storylines to take place. We can only hope that creative gets better. And that's all we can really hope for. That's it. Liv and Nia Jax won't have 5-star matches. They won't. But it's about, in their mind, it's about entertaining, right? We don't know if it's entertaining. The fans, like, crowd reacts well enough to it. In their mind, it's entertaining, it's good, so it's fine. Now, if the crowd started booing, like, this sucks, this match stinks, boo, this story stinks, that'd be different. But that's not happening. They're reacting to Rhea Ripley. They're reacting to Liv Morgan. They love that shit. Oh, you guys are eating that up. The IWC was eating that shit up the entire time. Now I want to say, oh, I'm tired of it. But no, y'all are eating it up. Y'all are loving that damn storyline at first. Oh, De Uso and They're shipping Jey Uso with Rhea Ripley. Oh, Dom and Liv Morgan, Dom and Rhea Ripley. You guys are eating that up, and now you're tired of it. But it's too late. It's been set in stone. You can't take the cart off the horse. Is that the right statement? Is that the right saying? I messed that up. You can't put the cart before the horse. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's over. What's done is done. We're getting Liv Morgan against Rhea Ripley at Mania. There's no going back. No looking back now. No looking back now. It's funny how fans did. Yeah, 180. Yep. It was. Now, some would say, hey, I've always hated this storyline. Those people are out there. Those people actually exist. So I want to make sure that I put that out there. There were people who did not like the storyline the entire way. Like I remember, what's his face? On Twitter. What's his name? He has a lot of followers. Humble Wrestling. He hated the damn storyline of Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley with Dom the entire time. He hated it. So now he's like, yeah, I told you guys it's gonna be like this. I told you it would be sorry ass storyline. So he can gloat if he wanted to. But yeah, a lot of you guys were excited about that storyline at first. We're all about it. The Twitter marks don't know nothing. Don't know everything. Will their third match be better than the first? Probably the same. Be some shenanigans. Dom, Raquel, who knows? But the third match will be the Mania match, I think. There'll be a lot of shenanigans going on there. A lot of interference, probably. The problem is, well, not the problem. The situation is, Triple H did not want to book Liv Morgan that strong. So you can't have a full-on one-on-one match. There must be some type of interference. Must be some type of stuff going on. May get a cage match at Mania. Maybe it's a cage match. And Liv Morgan really have to cook on her own. I think she did fine. Everything they asked her to do, she did. Like last night is not about Liv Morgan. She did fine. Whatever they asked her to do, she did. She told a story in the ring. She worked well in the ring. Like she's not a problem in the ring. Whatever they're asking her to do, she's doing it. Not like she's botching. Like Liv Morgan, do this. Okay, do that. Okay, she's doing everything they're asking her to do. She's not botching. She's just not that good. Matches aren't that good. That's all it is. She's doing a fine job. She's doing what she's supposed to do. I can't complain about her performance. It's fine. Folks just aren't that excited about the storyline. That's all. But we can only hope that Raquel gives them a chance to reset. Let Raquel let Raquel face off against Rhea Ripley. Let someone else face Liv Morgan and reevaluate. Like let things breathe. Like just change it up a bit. That's all. That's all we can hope for. Yeah, the Io Sky thing is no offense. I love Io Sky. You know I love her. You guys know that. I love Io Sky. But her fan base are they're delusional. She's not getting another single spot at Mania. It's not happening. They gave one last year. And remember, the entire time, she wasn't cutting any promos. That was a Bayley thing. Bayley and Dakota Kai carried the storyline for her to have that match at Mania. When you're having a Mania match, they want the two participants to tell a story, whether it be by promo, in the ring, whatever. You tell a story. They had Bayley and Dakota Kai take the brunt of that storytelling. She'd have to do that. Now that storyline is gone, what are you going to do now? They're not going to have her in that spot again for a while, I don't think. For a while, I mean, at least not for the next 2 years. I don't think so. Definitely not next year. That's not happening. You're not getting Io Sky against Rhea Ripley. It's not happening. Like, just wake up. Her English is getting better, sure. But they want... Her English is fine. You can understand her fine. But my bigger point is they had a storyline for her that other people could carry on the mic. And now that it's done, you're going to have other women getting that opportunity. Like other women getting that chance, not her. Whether that be Bianca or Rhea Ripley later on, whether that be a Tiffany Stratton later on, or Charlotte Flair getting another shot, they're not going to double up on Io Sky. Maybe somebody else will get those opportunities back and back, but not Io Sky, unfortunately. So you have to take a back seat for a while. So tag team wrestling for her. Maybe I'm hoping they create a damn IC title or US title mid-card titles for women. I give other people stuff to fight over, but a Mania single spot, a Rumble win, after she just had a 200-day reign for the WrestleMania 40, where she lost the belt in a high-profile match. No. Not happening this time around for her. Not this year. All right, folks. I'm going to wrap it up here in a second. Let me see if there's any questions. Got football to look forward to, folks. Settle down and watch your favorite team lose this weekend. I'm joking. I hope all your teams win. I hope all your teams win this weekend. My teams won't, probably. Next Raw tomorrow is 2 hours. 2-hour Raw. We're going to get Gunther against Sami Zayn. We're going to get... I already forgot the rest of the damn show. Gunther, Sami Zayn. What's the other name? Jay against somebody? Jay against Xavier Woods. Jay against Xavier Woods. That's another big match. That's 2 right there for a 2-hour show. SmackDown usually does like 4 matches with a bunch of segments. So if we get 4 matches on Raw, that's gonna be like, that's 2 right there. What's the women's match? I wonder. Will there be a women's match? Let's see. What's the women's match that could happen on Raw? Wasn't like 3 matches scheduled? I know it's Jade and Xavier Woods. I know it's Gunther against Sami Zayn. I think there's another one, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Do I see Hazuki leaving Stars? I think she's a heel now. That'd be weird to have her leave Stars, considering the whole I'm depressed and my friends love me, my friends help me out. Then she leaves. That'd be weird, but I wouldn't put it past Okada at all. So it's possible, but yeah, Hazuki, her booking's weird for Stardom. Raw did 1 women's match, yeah, with 3 hours. That was crazy. They did it 1 last week with 3 hours, so who knows what will happen this time around. But yeah, there's 2 matches scheduled, 2 title matches for the men's division. And I think something else, but I can't remember. Hayden and Katana against Zoe and Shayna, that's possible. The Party Birds against PFC, that's possible. Would I do it? No, but it's possible. Will Bianca and Jay get in the ring? Probably not. Something involving PFC. Something involving PFC. Trying to think. What would it be, though? Maybe Raquel. Nah. Raquel ain't wrestling. Neither is Liv Morgan. Neither is Rhea Ripley. So probably be... Rhea might challenge Raquel. She might challenge Raquel to a match. But I don't see it happening on Raw. So probably like a PFC thing against Party Birds. Maybe Bianca and Jay will accept Io Sky and Kairi's challenge for next week. I'm gonna predict that Bianca and Jay will accept their challenge. They'll accept Io Sky and Kairi's challenge, I think. Maybe PFC against Rhea Ripley. I doubt it. They have to start building towards the War Games match eventually. Eventually, they gotta do that. War Games, gotta build towards it. Right now, the story is Liv Morgan and preparing for Nia Jax. So Rhea Ripley cannot be at the forefront of Liv Morgan's mind because Liv Morgan has to deal with Raquel. Well, has to deal with Raquel. By that I mean teaming up with Raquel to maybe come up with a plan to defeat Nia Jax. So that's the case. Then Rhea Ripley has to deal with something else. Raquel, PFC, we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. Sky Pirates against Bianca Belair at Crown Jewel. That's a long time to wait. If that's the case, if that was the case, why the hell did they even bother them challenging so early? It's 4 weeks away. It's 4 weeks. Bianca faced Io Sky. They already beat Unholy Union is too far away. I'm predicting next Raw. By next Raw, I mean Raw after next. So let's see. I'm predicting the 14th will have Bianca and Jade against Io Sky and Kairi Sane. I don't know how much women's matches you want to have at Crown Jewel. I don't know, but I think that's it. All right, folks. That's it for the stream. Do me a favor, like the video, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, give me your thoughts. We have a lot to look forward to with the 2-hour Raws. We'll see what happens on 2-hour Raw. NXT with Julia losing. New Era got Randy Orton against the Young OG on NXT. That's gonna be a crazy match. Probably main event. They really, really liked Javon Evans, clearly facing off against Roman Reigns. Not Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. I'm gonna say it again. Randy Orton. Facing off against Randy Orton. That's crazy. Good for him. Good show to look forward to. So yeah, it should be good. All right, guys. See you guys later. Peace.